Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik's View. This morning, we're going to be talking about the police officer who was arraigned today on CSC charges. Michigan police officer, former police officer Ryan Dornbos, a 38-year-old officer out of Newaygo County. He was arraigned this morning. And I did a story on it previously, and more detailed than this one. More detailed than this one. And we're going to play this little clip from this morning and see what they are talking about regarding it.
Officer, who was actually at one point named Officer of the Year in Newaygo, was in court today, accused of sex crimes against a child.
In a full courtroom, in a suit, looking straight ahead, sits Ryan Dornbos.
It's hard again to hear the charges.
Dornbos, a former police officer for both Newaygo and Big Rapids Police, is accused of criminal sexual conduct in the first degree against a child under 13 years old.
This person was one that we trusted and we loved.
His arraignment in White Cloud on Thursday. Dornbos pled not guilty to the charges against him.
This has been a long, tiresome process, and we have a lot longer to go. But there's help. There's been some amazing people along the way in the court system, and our support system within our family and friends have been amazing.
A family member of his alleged victim speaking with Fox 17 with a message.
Our hope now is that those young ladies and those women that have been abused or assaulted or raped find the courage to speak up, speak out, to seek help. They don't have to fight this alone.
I did try to speak with Dornbos's attorney, but they left the courtroom before we could talk. The court continued Dornbos's bond. His next court dates are set for April 25th and May 2nd. Reporting, Julie Dunmeyer, Fox 17 News.
Have my mic off. So April 25th is his next court date, and he's out on a $10,000 bond right now. And you know, they say crimes against a child under 13, and you don't really know what age they're talking about. But this child, from what the last article was saying, was 10 years old when they reported it, and it had been happening, or 9 or 10 when they reported it, and it had been happening since 2018. So that's five years, give or take, approximately 6 years. This child was from 4 to 9 years old while this was taking place. And the crazy part is this officer, he was voted Officer of the Year. He was a football coach. He was trusted by the family, trusted by the community, actively involved, and he had been doing this stuff for years. And this is his first time getting caught. Who knows if other children have been victims of his, and who knows what he's been doing during this time that hasn't even came to light yet. Now, it's crazy how these people get slaps on the wrist, even when you're not an officer. You know, CSCs, pedophiles, they get slaps on the wrist. And then when you are an officer, or when you're a priest or a pastor, it's even lighter treatment. You get even a more favoritism, or you get off the hook even lighter. And it's like, you got to ask yourself at one point, how are they vetting these people? Not just the police officers, the sheriff's departments, but how are the churches vetting these people? Because they come in there and then they get jobs, and then they around children, and they entrusted by the community, and the whole time these people be having criminal pasts and evil motives and agendas, and they get to be in the they get to work for these people until they found out. What type of vetting is going on in the churches and in the sheriff's departments to where these type of people I believe it that this Dornbos, he had a record. He had a record. It's crazy. So they got some other articles, some other videos on here. I want to play another one. It's from a couple weeks ago as well. And let's bring that one up and see what they're talking about in that one. All right, let's play this one. This one is Fox 17, West Michigan, local news. This one is from last week, April 3rd. Oh, it might be a little commercial. But yeah, my last report went in detail on on his background a little bit more. But we just following up with this one and get more into it.
Contains disturbing details of an alleged sexual assault at the hands of a former Big Rapids police officer. Ryan Dornbos was charged with 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct with someone under 13. He's been a police officer for Newaygo Police as well, and even worked as a football coach at Fremont Middle School. Sources also say he was a coach at Newaygo Public Schools. Dornbos no longer working at any of those places after the allegations against him.
In this 35-page document, Fremont police outlined the investigation into this man, Ryan Dornbos. The documents, though heavily redacted, paint a picture of what exactly investigators have found. Fox 17 has learned Dornbos's alleged victim first disclosed the sexual abuse at a sleepover on New Year's Eve. An investigation immediately followed. When confronted about the abuse on New Year's Day, Dornbos denied the allegations, saying, quote, "This is insane. I work CSC cases. I am not a CSCer." But notably, Dornbos was mostly concerned with getting to work that day. His job, a Big Rapids police officer, saying to officers, quote, his shift is already down one man and he didn't want them to have to call someone in on New Year's Day. Dornbos also repeatedly told investigators his career as an officer was over. And it was, at least with Big Rapids police, who immediately placed him on administrative leave after being notified of the investigation, later firing him. Dornbos, however, given special privileges because of his position as a police officer by the investigating agency, the Fremont Police Department. Instead of an interrogation room, Dornbos did an interview in the chief's office. The investigation documents revealing numerous past accusations against Dornbos of harming women, also alleging there is more than one victim.
Ooh, boy, I tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, this victim, 4 to 9 years old while this was taking place. I got a 3-year-old. The stuff that, I get into detail. I don't even want to talk too much about it because, you never know if children are watching this, but this officer did some horrible things. And to be out free on bond right now, to be able to be employed for this long and never, raise a flag. He has a background. How do you even become an officer with a background like this? Like, I'm dumbfounded. We're gonna keep up with this story and more. I've been doing reporting on Michigan topics, and lately a lot of it has had to do with CSC and stuff like that against children, whether it's in the church, whether it's in politics, whether it's in the police departments. We're gonna continue to expose it because we have to fight for and protect our youth. And for some reason, it seems like there's systems in place to exploit those protections, and then we get these type of people getting their way into trusted positions and harming our children. I get more into the details of what I believe is really going on and what I've discovered. So follow me on Rumble. Follow me on Locals where we can speak more freely. Also check out my website, logiksview.com, where you can find out more about who I am, see I keep trying to update it regularly, but it's a lot of warriors on that page, a lot of valuable information. Also some good products as well you can check out, and some discount codes for different things that's coming up in Michigan. We got the Reawaken tour coming in June. We got General Flynn's movie coming out. He'll be in Michigan in May. You can get discounts by using promo code Logik. Man, thank you. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Thanks for tuning back into another episode of Logic View. We're going to keep up to date on this as much as we can and keep following along. If y'all can support your boy in any way, I appreciate it. But that's about it for this show. God bless. Peace.